Hi, you may know me from such presentations as Where Did My Money Go? What is taxes? How to pass a legacy down to my heirs. But today, I'm coming to you from quarantine with this fly to teach you something very different and having nothing to do with taxes. Why is this fly deciding that right now is the time? I don't know. All right. So what I'm going to teach you first is how to cast on. Now, casting on is kind of like landing the plane and taking off with the plane. It's actually the hardest part. So let's start. We've got our yarn. So we're going to have our yarn ball attached and we're going to have our end. So we want to make enough of a tail here, and this is called the long tail cast on. So what we do is we pull our yarn through. We're going to make a simple slip knot. So here's how we make a slip knot. We want the yarn that's coming through, so getting bigger and smaller, the yarn that controls that, to be our working yarn. And that is my toddler in the background. He turns 3 next Friday. So we pull this tight because we put it onto our needle. And we have our tail, our needle, and our working yarn. So there are a couple different ways to do our long tail cast on. One is to make finger gun, wrap this around, and put your needle through here, hold it, then wrap the yarn, and then pull it, putting stitches onto your needle. And you're going to do that over and over again until you get the number of stitches that you intend. So you make finger guns, loop it, hold it, loop your working yarn around, and make that tight. But I'm going to show you a far easier way, and that is my son and the dog now, a far easier way. So we have this. We're going to make a triangle. So we hold our yarns together in our pinky while having both of these yarns wrapped around here. So to do this, you put your thumb and forefinger through the yarn, hold on to it down here, and pull through. And so now you've got this happening. The best way to see this is we're going to trace up and down our fingers. So down our forefinger and then down our thumb again. And that's the easiest way that I've found to do this. So we go up our thumb, down our forefinger, back down our thumb, and we've made our stitch. So again, this is up our thumb, down the forefinger, down the thumb, and pull tight. So make our loops, up the thumb, down the forefinger, back down the thumb, pull tight. Up the thumb, down the forefinger, down the thumb, and pull tight. Up the thumb, down the forefinger, down the thumb, pull tight. Up, down, pull tight. Up, down, back down the thumb, pull tight. So now we've got a row of orderly little stitches, and they're going to be fairly stretchy because this is the long tail cast on and it is a very forgiving cast on. So that's what we want to do. If we are casting on for a scarf, we're probably going to cast on, if we're doing worsted weight, probably about, let's see, 7 stitches to an inch. So probably about 20, 30, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. But basically what you want to do is cast on enough stitches so that your piece, when resting, is as wide as you want it to be. I use circular needles because the circular needles I used to knit on the subway quite a bit. So I'd knit on, he's got Lily. So I used to knit on the subway, and one of the things about knitting on the subway is if you are knitting with straight needles, they're very long and they're going to get in the way and they're going to hit the person next to you. So if you ever anticipate getting on a plane again and flying, you will probably want to make sure that you're not going to injure the person next to you. And these also get through TSA security quite easily. So that's the first step. Let's cast on and let's have a good time.